Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You are always most welcome. Well, today a brand new kit from ICM in the Ukraine just arrived, hot off the boat or plane, I'm not sure, I think it's plane, and it's a 1/35th scale and it's the 2cm 20mm Flak 38 anti-aircraft gun. Quite an interesting subject. I'm not sure if anybody else has done one of these, possibly in the past, but pretty sure this is a new tool just come out this year. It's kit number 35717. On the side it actually shows, there's a couple of hints here about where they found the source material for this. See if you can spot it. Eastern Front 1942, or full markings here, or we've got Italy in 1943, Western Ukraine in 1944, or East Prussia in 1945. So it's a small kit, this one of these relatively affordable kits, almost a pocket money kit. I think you can get this for around about, retailing around about the £16 mark in the UK, maybe less. Let's have a look at what we've got. Here we go, and we will see what their latest product looks like. Filming this, it's the week, just the week in the run up to Telford, so I hope I'll bump into one or two of you as viewers at Telford. I'll probably make an announcement nearer the day, which day I'll be going. I'm not quite sure yet whether I'm going Saturday or Sunday or both. Not quite sure about my availability at the moment, but we shall see. And if there's an opportunity to have a little meet and greet with some of the subscribers, might actually do it near the ICM stand. Actually, that might be a good idea. So I'll let you know anyway nearer the time. So let's have a look at what we've got. And popped in the box as usual. Oh gosh, really it's a small one. This will be a quick review. So, one bag of Sprues. Looks like there's actually two of them. And it says, in 1934, the 20mm anti-aircraft gun Flak 30, developed by German company Rheinmetall, was adopted by the Luftwaffe based on the combat experience of the gun in Spain. That was before the Spanish Civil War, though. That's interesting. The Mauser then upgraded it, and the new model was named the 2cm 20mm Flak 38. The upgraded gun used the same ammunition as the Flak 30, with changes primarily aimed at increasing its rate of fire, which rose from 245 to 480 rounds a minute. It's fast firing, isn't it? Wow. The cost of one 20mm Flak 38 anti-aircraft unit was 6,500 Reichsmarks. The new gun began entering service in the second half of 1940 and soon became a common close-range air defence tool in both the Wehrmacht and the Luftwaffe. Besides combating aircraft, the gun could also be used to engage lightly armoured targets, such as vehicles. A company equipped with 12 of these guns was part of the anti-tank battalion of infantry divisions. Wow, must be a fairly light tank, I think, wouldn't it, to be taken down by it, really. Not sure a Sherman would be taken out, but maybe lighter tanks. It goes on to say, and similar companies were also included in tank and motorised divisions. Production of these guns continued until the end of World War II. Okay. Calibre 20mm, barrel length 1.45 metres, total length 4 metres, including its mounting it's on. Firing range 4,800 metres. It's a mile, isn't it? Is that 2 miles? I'm a bit rusty with my numbers. 2 miles, I think. And the rate of fire 480. Right, okay, excellent. So, we've got some decals as well. Right, here we go then. Let's have a look at these. Here we go. Let's have a look. I quite like the way they've got this because it actually shows it's got kill markings against a tank and an aircraft. So it's basically got, come a bit closer, tank and aircraft kills, one tank and a lot of aircraft by the look of it. So it's got what looks like fighter bombers, and then it's got fighter, a separate marking for fighter kills. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, quite nice little decals those, aren't they? Nothing wrong with them. Excellent. So that's that. In terms of the instructions, we've got the sprue map, and as I say, there's basically just two sprues. Starts off with you mounting the gun itself, which is in one piece. The gun gets mounted into its cradle, so to speak, with the armour plating being mounted on the front, and then it's got like a rotating ring system for elevation in and outer sort of vertical bearings, roller bearings mounting. You've got looks like some sort of recoil suppression system there, and then you've got the side plates which come on either side of it, and then it gets mounted onto the rotating base, which has got foot plates either side of it for the crew. Then we've got all sorts of adjuster wheels for elevation, elevation declination, and the trim wheels, obviously the rotation control as well, and then we've got the actual gun sight. It's got the gun sight for especially for anti-aircraft. I guess that's very, very important. So you've got those sights, optical sights being put in on the side, and then there's one on the back of the breech as well. Quite a complicated looking sighting system, actually, it has to be said. That's going on there. Then you've got a seat for the main gunner operator. In fact, there's a seat on both sides, it looks like. So you've got a seat for the loader and a seat for the gunner as well. And then you've got the armoured variant here. For going up against armour, it has much more heavy armour protection. So it just pokes out from behind a much bigger armoured screen. And then you've got the actual, it actually loads, it's not a belt feed or anything, it's actually like magazines here. Actually loaded from magazines. So you've got these magazine feeders that go into the gun. You've got your classic gun mounting, which has got feet on it for stabilisation on uneven ground. And that's it basically. You put it all together, pop that the main gun mounted on its base into its stabilisation mount, and that's it. You have one finished 20mm cannon. And there we have all the colour callouts. Excuse me. So it's basically grey, looks like it's got a gunmetal colour for the gun, and black for the seats. That's about it really. Unless you go for this one. So sorry, I should explain. The first one that's the Eastern Front, very typical Eastern Front colours there, of course. Then for the Italian campaign, you've got a lot more camo, more bright colours. And then the Western Ukraine, you've got sort of lighter colours basically to blend into the background, agricultural wheat fields and things. And then finally, you've got the East Prussia, like a winter camo scheme there, which looks really nice. I like that one. That looks very interesting. Okay, looks good, looks good. It looks very interesting, this. However, I don't think it's going to take too long to do the review, because I say it's only got 2 sprues. So nice. I get a nice easy day today. Let's have a look then. So, one very crinkly bag. Here we go. Cover your ears. And there we go. So, it's interesting that actually a lot of the sprue looks very similar, but there are two different. There appears to be 2 different base versions for the actual mounting, which is interesting. Let's just show you this. You'll see what I mean. So you've got, in terms of the, this is the the base mounting that goes as the feet. There's a foot. It's like a triangle, 1 foot at each corner. But we have 2 of those on both sprues. I'm going to show you the 2 together because I want to show you that they are different. In fact, can you see? No, it's all right. I'm half asleep, obviously. Now, one's the top, one's the bottom. They're not different. It's just that one's the underside and one's the top. So this bit you're looking at now is the top, and then the simpler design is the underside. So we've got our sighting element, gun sight here and here, and then we've got the side plates where the actual rotator rings are mounted here, and those rotator rings are actually there, as you can see themselves. And the The gunner's sight is there at the top, in the middle. And on the other side you've got some armour, obviously you've got the major piece of, hello, can I have some focus please? Focus, thank you. Armour plating there which mounts, so this is now facing towards the front to the left. And you have this secondary armour plating here through which the gun sight is mounted. And then on the other side, the other sprue I should say, this is now the underside of the base mount. And then you've got these what look like the hydraulic shock absorbers here for the recoil absorption. You've got the main cannon here. Now the only disappointment for me is that it's not slide molded, so the muzzle is not hollow, so you're going to have to drill that out old school I'm afraid here, which is a little bit disappointing. So I'd like to, you know, in the modern era we tend to get used to seeing them slide molded, but anyway, it's obviously only one and it's not going to be a difficult job I don't think. Yeah, it's just a little bit lacking in detail in that respect. I think that's just a slight, I think we might lose half a point. Other than that, we've got the other two sides of the mount here. You've got your base plate here with the high grip, the sort of knurled high grip surface for the soldiers to stand on. That's kind of it really. There's not much else to it apart from these mounting pivots and things. And this is here you've got the actual ammunition magazines themselves. So it's a nice little kit, isn't it? Just a bit disappointed about that muzzle not having a little bit more detail. I think that something like this, perhaps they could have done it differently, I don't know. But other than that, it's perfect. There's no flash, there's no obvious issues with it. Lots of good, fine, well-crafted detail. Can't find anything wrong with that at all. Excellent. So I'm gonna knock it a half point off, I think, for the gun muzzle. Apart from that, flawless. So, what do we think then? Half point off for that? Yeah? 9.5 out of 10. I think that's kind of fair, don't you? So that's where I'm going to be going with it. I think 9.5 out of 10. Well done, ICM. Very nice. Just be aware that if you're going to do guns, you know, it's a muzzle that's not open. It clearly shows it in the actual artwork. There has been an open muzzle. It's kind of got a flash illuminator at the end, and it's just not there really in the kit. You have to do a bit of drilling. Not a major issue, but a very nice kit, very affordable little thing. Great. That will go great on any sort of diorama where you've got airfield scene with figures, 35th scale figures and all that kind of thing. Excellent. 9.5 out of 10. Thanks very much to ICM for providing the kit. Hope you thought that was interesting, and if you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Give me a 10 out of 10. And don't forget to tune in for the next review, because there'll be doubtless plenty more coming up very soon from ICM and others. And we've also got the Telford Scale Model World coming up, so stay tuned. Plenty of interesting things for you to see. Until next time then, thanks very much for joining me, and take care of yourselves. Thanks for your time. All the best, and bye for now.